Here are some book recommendations to get you out of your reading slump expeditiously fast. Reading slumps are like the worst thing ever that can happen to a reader, but have no fear because my book recommendations are near. These are all amazing, fast-paced books that will leave you wanting to read more. So let's get into them. Mystery thrillers are the perfect place to start. First book is The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. This book had me hooked from the first page, and the text is really big, which helps you get through it really fast. I read this during a readathon and I wasn't even thinking of sleep, which just proves how good this book is. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy. I love this. I read this like 5 years ago and I still think about it weekly. Pip and Ravi live in my heart forever. Such a good and enjoyable trilogy, which will have you reading the first book and wanting to move on to the other two. If you told me before I read this book that I'd be recommending it, even though I hate the main character, I'd be like, you're lying. But Yellowface by R.F. Kuang does that exactly. It's about a white woman who steals the book of an Asian woman who died. Yeah! R.F. Kuang's writing in this is amazing, and although this seems like just a story, it reminds us that microaggressions and racism still exist so often in our world today. I have 2 romance suggestions. 7 Year Slip by Ashley Poston. This book just felt like a warm hug. I love both of our main characters. The topics and discussion of grief were done so well, and the ending was just the cherry on top. This is probably my top romance read of 2025, and it is Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I love this story down. It was done so well. Ali Hazelwood never fails me. I related so much to our main character Misery, and her banter and her wit and intelligence was just so infectious. Now, it is a vampire werewolf romance, but as an AO3 warrior and a manhwa reader, the Omegaverse did not bother me at all. In fact, I quite loved it. I was just eating up every page of this book. I don't think I'll ever stop talking about The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea by Axie Oh. First off, look at this cover. It is so beautiful. I do not hear enough people talk about this book. It is a young adult fantasy that is a retelling of a cultural Korean tale. I loved everything about this. I literally had tears running down my face in the final 20 pages, not because something sad happened, but because I could not accept the fact that this book was coming to an end. When I tell you those final 20 pages are straight literature, poetry, thought out and done so well. Please read this because it was an automatic 5 stars for me, and I need more people to be talking about this author. Finally, we have Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vow by Rebecca Ross. A romantasy that I craved because the yearning was so good. It's about Iris and Roman, who are rivals, but she's actually been writing letters and he's been the one receiving them. At the same time though, there's a horrible war in their country, and the way this book ends on a cliffhanger, best believe I picked this one right up. These are my recommendations. Consider trying them, and if you are in that reading slump, my fingers are crossed for you that you get out of it immediately.